Understanding process flow is the most important aspect of preparing for the PMP exam because 60 to 80% of the questions will be about process flow. In this video, I will explain the life cycle of a deliverable from the moment it all starts until the deliverable is handed over to the customer or sponsor. Hello, I am Daud Nasir, project management coach and trainer. This video is for you if you are preparing for the PMP exam or just want to learn the process of how deliverables are created. PMBOK defines deliverable as a unique, verifiable product, result, or capability to perform a service, something that is created as part of project work. It can be the output of the project, phase of a project, or an output of a process that is carried out within a phase. Also that deliverables can be tangible or intangible. For example, a software application, a bridge, and a document are tangible deliverables, while increase customer satisfaction, improve citizens' life, enhance employee happiness, and boost brand recognition can be considered intangible, though there are subjective ways to measure these. Another classification of deliverables is internal versus external. Deliverables may be produced for the project's internal consumption so that the project can create external deliverables, which are the ones to be handed over to operations, customer, users, or sponsor. The first thing taken up by the project manager is to develop the project charter. Business case and project benefits management plan are the key inputs used by the project manager to create the project charter. Business case gives the background of why to do the project, what is the problem the project will try to solve, and what is the recommended option. Now here, the deliverable is not defined, but a line of action is recommended, something like the direction the project team should follow to define deliverable that will solve the problem. The other input document is Project Benefits Management Plan, which talks about the benefits the project should provide through the deliverables and how to measure those benefits. This information is critical for defining deliverables because the project may create awesome looking deliverables that passed all the tests, but if they do not deliver the benefits, they won't be of much help in solving the problem the project was taken up for. If a seller is doing this project for a buyer, then any contract or agreement in place may also provide the criteria that will help in defining the deliverables. So the project charter will provide the project objectives and the success criteria to verify if the objectives are met by the deliverables. Now, sometimes the project manager may be able to define in the project charter the key deliverables the project is going to produce, though it is more common to see high-level requirements listed in the project charter. With that information in place, the project team will write the scope management and requirements management plans. Scope management plan will elaborate how the deliverables will be defined, reviewed, approved, and handed over, while the requirements management plan talks about how to collect, prioritize, and manage the stakeholder requirements. Next step is to collect detailed requirements. The project team needs these to define the project deliverables that will meet the needs of the stakeholders. The output of the collect requirements process is the requirements documentation. The project team will use the requirements documentation to define the scope and write the scope statement. As part of defining scope, the team will identify and define the deliverables and establish their completion criteria. The project team will also break down those major deliverables into smaller deliverables when they create the work breakdown structure. Finally, the team will obtain the approval of the scope baseline. Next, these smaller deliverables, which are called work packages, are decomposed into activities in the define activities process. Activities are the work the team will do to create the deliverables. So the next step is to now create the deliverables. This is where the direct and manage project work process kicks in. The team will create the deliverables while you, the project manager, will collect work performance data about the deliverables. Then you will review this data during control scope process to ensure that the team is creating the deliverables as per specifications. If there is any variance, you or the team will create a change request to fix the defect, or in some cases may suggest a change to the project scope statement in order to meet project objectives. Otherwise, you will generate work performance information about the status of the deliverable. Once the deliverable is ready or as needed while it is being built, the team will perform quality control tests and inspection to verify the deliverable quality. Here you will use the quality metrics and test and evaluation documents to test the quality. If there is a quality problem, you will create a change request to fix the deliverable. If all is good, the deliverable will become verified deliverable. Then you will ask the customer, the sponsor, to validate the verified deliverable. The customer will inspect or perform user acceptance tests and accept the deliverable. Now, if they find a defect, then the customer may accept the deliverable with the condition that the defect is fixed, or they may reject the deliverable. In this case, you will create a defect repair change request to fix the deliverable and ask the customer again to accept the deliverable. At the end, when wrapping up the phase or the project, you will hand over the deliverable to the customer as part of the close project or phase process. So that is the life cycle of a deliverable. Have a question? Please comment and I'll be happy to address it. Thanks.